I'll try again. It'll be fine. Okay. Today I'm going to be talking about the eruption of Mount Tambora in 1815. This was one of the largest eruptions in recent history. The effects caused by this explosive eruption are incredibly interesting. Not only did this eruption result in the highest death toll ever, but it also caused what is commonly referred to as the year without summer. But before we discuss that, we need to set the stage a bit. If you've not heard of this volcano before, it is located within the eastern part of the Sumbawa Arc in Sumbawa, Indonesia. While this mountain used to be Indonesia's highest, after the 1815 eruption, it now only stands at around 2,850 meters. The mountain is a large shield-like volcano that takes up the majority of the Senggara Peninsula it is located on. After a period of inactivity of at least 1,000 years, starting on April 10th, Mount Tambora began to erupt. And erupt it did, with estimations putting the column height at around 43 kilometers, magma density at a volume of about 30 to 50 kilometers cubed, and with the most recent approximations suggesting that the Tambora volume at around 107 to 113 kilometers cubed. Getting an exact measurement of these numbers are difficult, and they have varied as technology has advanced, which allows for more accurate ranges. Smaller explosions continued until into May, and the rumbling did not stop until August in 1819. As can be expected from this large explosion, the death toll was incredibly high. It is projected that at least 71,000 people were killed as a result of the explosion. On Sumbawa alone, around 10,000 people died from the pyroclastic flow, and at least another 50,000 deaths occurred on the Sumbawa and surrounding islands due to famine and disease. The flow destroyed villages and local food supplies, causing those who survived the flow to be starving and stranded. This also caused agricultural stress and high food prices worldwide. Researchers also associate Mount Tambora's eruption with widespread outbreaks of the epidemic typhus and with increased immigration rates from New England. But the incidents didn't stop there. Along with the actual collapse of the summit of the mountain, the pyroclastic flow also shaped the landscape by extending the coastline of the Senggara Peninsula. The flow continued, causing a large tsunami that continued until around eastern Java. The release of ash into the atmosphere triggered an increase of stratospheric sulfate aerosols, instigating a decrease in local precipitation and plant respiration levels. Other strange weather noted, including beautiful sunsets, a dry fog which was identified as stratospheric sulfur aerosol veil, and isolated locations of increased rainfall. As mentioned earlier, the eruption of 1815 also began the year without summer. This was a volcanically induced climate cooling event that decreased the mean global temperature of an average of 1 to 1.5 degrees Celsius. This also influenced the agricultural stress by inducing widespread crop failure worldwide. Volcanoes don't just devastate the local region, they affect the world in numerous different ways. Studying past volcanoes can give us a prediction on what might happen in the future. Given that the 1815 eruption of Mount Tambora was so large, researchers still investigate it and its effects on the world.